Traded it all if I gave it.
Well, if it must be my show, it must be Solar Sandy. We are saying that every show now. And Solar Sandy is on a mission. She's on a huge mission. And yeah, she's been on every show, but she's on the show for a reason. Go ahead. Welcome to the show. You look beautiful in white. She's always beautiful.
Oh,
Can you tell everybody
Carol,
a little bit about yourself? And again, if you have been listening and you have procrastinated, call in. If you have been listening or you're new, call in. Go ahead.
Hi, Carol. Thanks for having me back. And yes, APS people really need to pay attention. APS, our bills were high enough in the summer last year. And this year, everybody's in for a big shock. The bills are going up significantly, 8% plus fees, taxes, surcharge, demand fees. Anybody that thought their bills were high last year, they're going to be sorely, sorely shocked. July 1st, the rates are going up, and they're adding demand fees. And this is going to be something that people don't even know what they are, don't even know how to anticipate them. But July, the rates go up. Our July bills happen in August, and people are going to start having very, very high bills. So I can lower their bill. It costs them nothing to do it. We pay for the panels, we pay for the installation, the maintenance, and the monitoring, and I can save them money off a bill that they're already spending money on, Carol.
And you can save them how much?
I can cut their highest bill in half and then some. And 30, 40, 50%, it just depends. It doesn't matter how much power you use, how little or how much, I can save you money off a bill you're spending money on.
Right now she is talking about APS people. Now the reason why she's talking about the APS people is because APS is going to be doing this very soon. And it's in the news, it's on your website, you have all these news clips on it. You've been doing this for several years. This is
Yes.
not something you actually started. I know your story. You actually started doing this for your daughter, and because she couldn't pay her and you couldn't help it. And so you researched, and all of a sudden it was like, why wouldn't anybody want this? And again, this is something that if you think that it's there's a trick to it or any, there isn't. And I've been seeing it every single day as I've been watching CNN, and I see the news, and it comes up on everything that we have here. So I see it. No cost solar to Arizonians. They're saying it.
Yes.
So let's talk about it. It's no cost to you whatsoever, and you're going to lower your bill that you're already paying money for and having it cut at least in half or then some. Go ahead.
Right. Carol, most people don't understand that they're not buying the panels. We're going to give them the panels, pay for the installation, the maintenance, the monitoring, take care of everything for them. All they're doing is getting the power, the kilowatts, at a lower cost, lower than APS. And July 1st, those rates are going up, plus fees, taxes, surcharges, demand fees. The way they get the rates to go up so significantly, and most people go, well, how can they go up that high? My daughter's bill in Hawaii went up 300% from the time that I lived there. Why? Because there's one electric company, it's a monopoly, and the electric company can do it. If you don't pay your power bill, they turn your power off. So the same thing here in Arizona. We have two electric companies. APS is a privately held corporation, and they can charge the rates they can charge. If you don't pay them, they turn your power off.
Right. Now, we have our lines open here, and what we want is for everyone to call in and get their $200 solar savings incentive today. We want you to do it today because she loves to give these $200 solar savings incentives to everyone. She goes valley-wide. It's a free consultation, and it's no obligation to you whatsoever to find out how much she can save you, and she can save everyone. Generally, everyone.
Yes, generally everyone. It doesn't matter how little or how much power they use. It's just like if they were driving down the street. Gas at Fry's is 17 cents. Let's just say that's APS. Across the street, Costco has gas for 12 cents. Well, you're going to go to Costco to buy your gas because you'd be saving 5 cents per kilowatt or 5 cents off the gallon of gas. It's exactly the same thing. I'm offering the same power that they need for their home, only it's going to cost them less to keep their house cooler, and they're not going to be subject to those rate increases anymore, those fees, taxes, and surcharges. Go.
Okay, and all you have to do is call in here. We want you to have that $200 solar savings incentive. This is something that you have to qualify for, but most people qualify. What does it take?
If they own their home, Carol, and they have a credit score of 650 or better, they're qualified. And when I sit down, what I do is I find out how much power they've consumed over the last 12 months. and what they've used and how much they paid for it. With their permission, I call into the electric company, get that information, and then I go out and do a solar saving proposal for them and show them how much power they've used, how much they've needed, how much they paid to APS, what it's going to go up to, and what I'm able to lower it to. It's really simple.
So call in here at 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. We just want to get you connected with her so you can get this cashola, cash is king, in your hand so you can use it on something else that you need. You know, whatever it is that you want. And then, of course, the next bill that you get with through Sandy, it's going to be half of that. And it's getting hot. It's hot today.
Exactly. Our power is already on, Carol, and people, before we know it, July is going to be here. Most people don't really understand these rate increases. They're going to increase their bill 50 to 150 because, honestly, the demand fee is over and above what they're increasing, the 8% increases of the kilowatts. So there's an 8% increase, and there's other fees, taxes, and surcharges. If they don't go solar by July 1st, they're not grandfathered in, and they won't get the maximum savings that I can offer them today.
Right. That's why she's really on here right now, because she knows that this is going to come to an end. This is going to stop, and that she wants to get you the most amount of money that you can save with her. And so, again, we want you to call in here at 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Find out how much money she can save you on a bill that you are already paying money on. You could check her out at AskSolarSandy.com. Please go up on that website. You could subscribe there, and you can go ahead and find out all the information. She's got news clips on there for you and a lot of information. She'll get in touch with you so that she can, tell you how much she can save you. She is valley-wide. She loves to go to everyone. You've helped a lot of people that have called in. If you have listened to this show and you've heard, I've heard Solar Sandy, it's okay. There's a lot of people out there that haven't heard Solar Sandy or haven't called in. We want you to call in. We know those procrastinators out there. When I looked at the picture on the news clip that I saw today, it had all of these houses with these panels on them, and it was awesome. And it's all in Arizona, so they're pushing it now too.
Right.
So come on, guys, let's give us a call here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. And if you don't like the looks of those panels, you're going to like to learn to love them when your bill comes in and it's half the amount of what you would normally pay. Go ahead.
Right. And
why am I talking?
What's happening, Carol, is the reason that the savings are becoming minimal after July 1st is the 30% of the state of Arizona was allowed to go solar. The electric companies were incentivized to allow the homes to go solar. Now we're reaching the cap of that 30%. So the electric companies don't want anyone else going solar because they're not incentivized anymore. So after July 1st, you will not be grandfathered in. You will not get the maximum savings that I can offer today. And I say this to people. Do not wait. If you've thought about it, let me just come out and show you how much I can save you off a bill you're already spending money on. This is no money out of your pocket. You're not paying for panels. You're not paying for maintenance, installation, monitoring. We warranty it and all the rest of it. And we guarantee the production of the power. Some people go, well, why shouldn't we buy the panels? Because if you buy the panels, if they're not, the production of the power isn't guaranteed. Well, we guarantee the production of the power, and if they don't produce that, we pay the difference of the bill. So everything is there for the consumer, that this makes sense, and it costs them nothing to do it, Carol.
So why not do it? So call us here, 602-277-5369, and toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You're going to get that $200 solar savings incentive, so you can use the money on whatever you want, and that as long as you are approved, which most people get approved. You want them to get it.
Absolutely.
And again, she loves running around the valley with those $200 in her pocket. And let me tell you something. Every time I call Solar Sandy, she's so busy. And you've been running around, and we're going to come back. We're going to talk further and helping a lot of our clients. There's a lot of listeners out there that are older, that are living in these older homes. They're raising their air to be on like 90 degrees so it doesn't come on. Give us a call here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Check her out. It's AskSolarSandy.com. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back. We're talking with Solar Sandy, and we have our lines open here. Solar Sandy has been coming on the show quite a bit, and she is here for a reason. And I want to also say this too, because I want people to understand this, because I always say, I want you, we want you, we want you. They think that I'm involved with it. I'm not involved with it in any way, shape, or form. I don't get a kickback or anything like that. It's just that, well, I've known now Sandy since October, and we've gotten to know each other quite well now because you've been on every show. But you're truly on a huge mission.
Right. And, you know, I'm a retired nurse, Carol, and I look at your electrical health just like I do medical health. We live in Arizona. We're not going to be able to live in the heat without power. I go into some people's homes, families' homes, and I did last summer and even beginning part of this year, people telling me that they were keeping their thermostat at 90, at 85 and 90 degrees. And
that's unhealthy.
That same power this year is going to be more expensive. So what is it going to, they're going to have to keep their thermostats at 95. And I said, no, you know, this, I can give you the same power and a smidge more, and it costs less, and it didn't cost you anything to do it. So once I've answered all their questions and assured them there's every protection and everything that is in their favor to do it, saving money off a bill that they're already spending money on it, it really does make sense for them, Carol. You know, there's no sense in giving APS any more money. They don't need it. You know, put that money back in your pocket, in your family's budget, for your kids' college, for your travel, for your retirement, because the APS is never going to call you and say, hi, we're lowering the power bill. Your power is going to continue to go up year after year after year. And like my daughter, she got to a place where her bill was sky high, and I couldn't help her pay it. And that's when I started researching to find there was two ways of doing it. You could buy the panels, and that didn't make a lot of sense. You know, I couldn't afford that either. And these panels, you're not buying the panels, you're not paying for the installation and maintenance, monitoring. Everything's taken care of. Everything that a consumer could be concerned about is every protection's there for them, Carol. And I'm able to lower their bill. And it's going to be higher this summer. People don't realize how high the bills are going to be this summer with the rate increases and the fees, taxes, and surcharges that are coming at them after July 1st.
Well, I wouldn't want to wait. And especially what she's saying is if you don't, if you do wait, you're not getting grandfathered in. These things take time, and she wants you to get in line. If you're in line,
your reservation is made at the APS, and you're grandfathered in, and then the installation. We take care of everything. The net meter comes out. We everything's taken care of. Every HOA allows this. There is no HOA that can deny a homeowner from having this on their roof. And if you live in a mobile home or a manufactured home, I can do what's called a ground mount. If you own the land that your manufactured or mobile home is on, we can do a ground mount. As a matter of fact, one of your listeners...
Never talked about this. This is new, ladies and gentlemen.
Alba.
Solar Sandy's talking about something
Alba.
new. Go ahead.
One of your listeners, Alba, she has a manufactured home, and she owns the property, and we're able to put the panels on the ground for her. And her daughter, Lucy, is signing up with me as well. So I'm helping a lot of your listeners, Carol, and like Debbie. I mean, I'm just helping a lot of people that I'm really happy to meet them. They love you. And after I leave saving them off a bill that they're already spending money on, they kind of love me too.
I'm sure they do. Now, again, we've got our lines open here. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. This is a no obligation consultation. That's all it is right now. Let her come in, let her find out what she can save you money on. That's it. If you decide to go with it, you go with it. If you don't, you don't. It's not costing you either way a dime to do it. And then you're going to save money on a bill that you're already saving money on. We've had that person, and I'm going to do my story in a minute with my friend, but we also had the gal who texted you in, and I've seen the text several times, that literally, thank you, Sandy, my bill came in and it was $3.10. $3.10. Would anybody love to have a bill for their electric bill? Mine's never been that. I don't care what, you know? Right. I don't care if I don't turn it on, it's never, you know? Yeah. And so wouldn't everybody like that? So you could check her out on her website. She has a lot of information there. Call her here, because we got to get her connected. That's how we do it, at 602-277-5369, and toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Do not procrastinate any longer. If you have heard her, just give us a call here. If you haven't, call in. Let her help you. If you're APS people, she is reaching out to all of you people out there to help you save money on a bill that you are already paying money on. Again, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. That website is AskSolarSandy.com. You do want to go up there. You'll be able to subscribe there. You can get in touch with her. She'll get in touch. She always calls everybody back. She's helped lots of listeners. Again, check her out. It's AskSolarSandy.com or call in here, 602-277-5369. And toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. No wonder I'm losing my voice. So listen, the other thing I wanted to tell everybody again, and we just did this recently. I had a friend of mine that was moving into a home. She had just bought a home. She was all excited about this. Listen up, everyone, because if you are in a home, or you're buying a home, you're not even in it yet, she can help you find out whether she can save you money. So I asked this girl, I said, hey, do you know whether or not you're with APS or not? And she says, I don't know. Why? I don't know about that. I said, you better check. You must find out. Because if you are, you're going to be able to save some money. And she said, I'll check right away. So, of course, she goes and checks, and she says she's with APS. I said, we might want to listen to my show. And I don't know how long ago it was, but she calls in. She was so excited. She loves me, too, now because she saved money on it, which is awesome.
And you don't have to. What I usually do is able to get the 12-month usage, but if you haven't been in the house for 12 months, I can use the square footage, and that's what I did for Debbie, your friend. And she's very, very happy because her bills are considerably less than what they would have been without having no-cost solar on her roof.
And it's no cost ever.
No.
Nothing to the and there's no hooks involved. Go ahead.
No, we pay for everything. We put the panels up, we maintain them, we monitor them, we insure them, we take care of them. And my boss always tells me, not to say this, but I go with the panels. I give excellent customer service. I have great references. These are people's homes. I really care about my consumers, and I want them to feel comfortable moving forward so they are comfortable in saving money off of a bill they're already spending money on. Because come this summer, Carol, there's going to be people, they are not going to be able to afford their power costs. They're just not going to be able to. They're doing away with the equal pay. The time of use customers that are absolutely going to be absolutely devastated by the power bills this summer with the demand fees, I can take them off that. So you can do your washing not after 7. You can do your washing any time of the day. You can run your dishwasher, your air conditioner.
And it's still going to be less.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Exactly. You're absolutely right, Carol. I just had one listener. They were on on the time of use, so I want to talk about that. And it's so confusing for the customers when they try and call in to APS and get their information, and people get them confused. All I'm doing is, this is APS's power. It's 17 cents. This power over here is 12 cents. I'm lowering their power bill, and it costs them nothing to do it. Cheaper power versus more expensive power, and all they have to do to qualify is own their home and have a credit score of 650 or better.
She goes valley-wide, and she comes with $200 in her pocket to give to you so that you can use it on anything that you want. And
If you qualify.
If you qualify, and most people do. Again, you just said what it is. Most people qualify. They want you to have it. So you get that. If you do this consultation with her, the consultation is free. She's going to tell you how much money she can save you on a bill that you're already paying money on. So give us a call here. We want you to get connected with her. 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Go up on the website. It's AskSolarSandy.com.
I had a call from Lois and Kevin, one of the first callers that called me on your show. She was so happy. She said, Sandy, I've got over 2,000 kilowatts in the bank for the summer. So she has peace of mind that come this summer, she's going to be able to keep, her and Kevin are going to be able to keep that house a little cooler. They're not going to have a power bill of $300 and $400 and $500. And she was so happy. She says, Sandy, all my friends are wanting to talk to you. And so she's getting back to me with names and phone numbers and that. And that's another thing. If you live in an apartment, in a condo, no, I can't help you. But maybe you know a friend or a relative that lives in a house, and you'll get a referral fee, and they'll still get the $200 solar saving incentive. Once they're signed up and qualified and everything's done, it's a $200 solar saving incentive. Once they're signed up and everything's done, I'm happy to do that for people, because sometimes it just takes that to get them to call in to see how much money they're saving off a bill they're already spending money on, Carol.
I think it's really important that people just make the phone call to get connected with you. find out. It's no obligation to find out how much money that you can save them. And I know that every time when you go into every one of these homes, the people get like, really? I can't believe how much money you can save me. And they're excited about it. Again, check her out. It's AskSolarSandy.com. We are done for the day, so I'm going to go ahead and just give out the information. Sandy doesn't wear her earphones, so she doesn't know that there's music going on right now. So so if you are listening, if you haven't called in and you've heard her, call us. Don't procrastinate anymore. You want to get grandfathered in. You want to get the most amount of money that you can get to save right now. It's all about doing it now so that you're in line and in queue for it, ready to go. If you have not heard her and you haven't called in, call in. She wants to help you. 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Check her out. It's AskSolarSandy.com.